Good morning, everyone. Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? Excellently. Good, good. I got my workout running up and down the stairs just now, trying to figure out my technical issues. Phew! My techie husband was not here, but here we are. I hope you can see me. I can't see you, but I'm going to assume you're there. So let's just get started. Some nice deep breaths, big stretches as you inhale and then exhale. Big inhale up. Let's go over to one side and exhale. Maybe you already have. Actually, let's just continue that into a big circle all the way around. You can sit down into it, or you can just do your arms, whatever you like. So I hope you're feeling good this morning. It's hard to actually start. Now I'm going the other way. Big stretch, and we're going to change it into big circles going the other direction. I was going to say, I think this is maybe a tough workout. Not sure, because it's hard to get any instantaneous feedback when all I see is myself on the screen. So anyway, feel free to always send me, whatever comments you have. So yeah, so I can figure out what to do next time. Okay, here's what we're going to do to warm up. Stepping forward, we're going to hug a big ball here. And then we're going to step that same foot back and open up. Hopefully you have enough room in your workout space. Stepping forward, big stretch, getting some distance between those shoulder blades of yours. And then squeeze the shoulder blades together. Stepping forward again. Pull. And then open up. Last time on this leg. And then we'll do the same thing with the other leg going forward and back. Shake it out first though. Here we go. I only have two legs and I had to think which one to do. Oh my goodness. That does not bode well for my counting today. Let's see. Squeeze it forward. And then open up and back. Last one. Forward and back. Nice, good. Let's go up, across and down with our arms. So lift your heel so that you're not tweaking your knee. And then sit down into it. Across over your shoulder, sit down into it. Up and over. Just warming up. So what do we have today, in case you haven't been here this week? Lunges, squats, some cardio. We're going to switch to the other side here. The usual core stretching, all that stuff. And no cameo from my dog today because I closed the door. Unless she can work a doorknob, I think she'll be upstairs. Although if you were here Wednesday, I did risk it and I let her sit in the chair the whole time and she didn't move a muscle. So today she wasn't interested. Okay, doing my shake out again. You can either just lift your heels and bounce. Okay, and let everything shake out. Or you can jump. Okay, good. Excellent. All right. What are we doing? Let's put one foot forward. There's a lot of this stance today, split stance. So might as well warm up in it. Here we go. Let's just let our arm hang down and stir the pot. Which makes me think, of course, of stirring cookie dough. Have you been doing some Christmas baking? We'll go the other way. Maybe you have. I have. I'm sure you're not surprised by that. Here we go. Split stance. Arms are going up. Knee is going down toward the floor. Just try to drop straight down and reach your arms up as much as you can while keeping your shoulder blades tucked in down your back. Okay, so shoulders stay away from your ears. Okay, next one, we'll just hold down here. Bring your hands down to your hips and let's do a few little pulses here. Get those hip flexors warmed up. Okay, and then come on up. Walk your back foot in. Come onto your front heel. And let's sweep down. Sweep down. Try to keep your toes pointing toward you. And your knee straight if you can. Okay, one more. There we go. All right, let's switch so that the other leg is forward. Other arm hanging straight down from the shoulder. Let gravity do the work here. Okay. Stir in the pot, and then we will stir it the other way. And then we'll change it to split stance. Drop your knee, reach up with your fingertips. Up, up, up. So you're not just kind of going like this. You're going up. Make it an active reach. One more after this, and that's the one we're going to hold down low. So hands on your hips, few little pulses. And then come on up and walk your back foot in. Toes are up toward you, your knee is straight, and then you're just sweeping down. Maybe you feel this in the hamstrings, back of the leg, somewhere back there, probably. Don't forget the reach up, and then the sweep down. Nice, okay. Let's see, let's go in a wide stance here, and we'll just go side to side, warming up the adductors. So keep it moving, it's not a static stretch, it's dynamic. Keep on moving. And then we're gonna come into the center, hands on knees, and then you're just gonna push your knees to straighten them. Okay, again, feeling maybe hamstrings, backs of legs. You don't really have to push on your knees. Best not to force them. Alrighty. So today we're gonna do AMRAPs, which is an acronym for as many rounds as possible. So we'll do 3 exercises, 8 of each for 2 minutes. Don't worry about that. I just want to tell you that because we're going to do those 3 exercises right now as part of our warm-up so that you'll know them later. So the first one is toe touching. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, but you can also do it like this. Okay, you don't have to get the full. If you are doing a full leg extension, please make sure you're not going like this. I don't want you to hurt your back. Okay, so that's the first exercise. Second is this one. Pushing back, showing you from all angles. Kick back, push back. See if you can actually kick yourself in the bum with your heels. Okay, so 8 of those, that's 1, 2. And then the third one is just a march with a pull down, pull down, pull down. Okay, so when we're ready for our cardio, which is not for some time, you'll be ready for those 3. Okay, but we're gonna move right into, well, let's see. Yeah, I think we're good. I think that's a good warm-up. We're all set, right? You're good? Maybe a few little shoulder rolls. Okay. That's my interpretive dance. Nice. All right. We're going to start with some 4 exercises. The first one does not require weights, so I can leave them. All right. Our first split stance. I said there were lots. There are a few. So this first one, you're just going to have your hands behind your head, elbows out. So you're trying not to go like this. Elbows out. Okay, bring your stomach and your chest down toward your thigh and turn toward the thigh. Okay, and then come up and then straighten up. Here we go. Down, twist, come on up. Down, twist, and up. Good. Try to keep your elbows back. But what I should say too, as I always try to say, try to remember to say, if you haven't done a workout in a while, please modify. You can change it to this kind of thing. You can have your foot closer in, okay? Please don't hurt yourself because you want to be able to hike and ski and do whatever it is we're still allowed to do, which is lots. Here we go. Last one. Turn and come on up. Okay, the leg that was in front is going to be the working leg now. I'm touching it so I'll remember as I go to get my weights. Maybe you want to get yours too. Okay, we're going to change it to squats. I'll show you from this side. So squatting, you can have feet shoulder width apart, wider if you like, toes out if you like. Makes it a little easier on the knees. Okay, the lower you go down, the harder it is. I think that goes without saying. So trying to, whatever depth of squat you get to, make sure your knees are staying behind your toes so you're not like this. Okay, you're sitting back into your heels. Alrighty, so the front leg is now the moving leg. We're going down, front, side, back, and then we're curling up, pressing up, and coming onto our toes. Here we go again. Front, side, back, curl up, press up. Make sure when you're pressing up that you're just pushing up. You're not hyperextending your arms, you're just pushing up. Okay, what's the difference? Well, I'll show you. Hyperextended looks more like this. So you don't really want to do that. Think about your shoulders staying way away from your ears. No need for them to be up there. Okay, here we go. Still going strong. Whoops, back. Curl up, press up, down, curl up. Well, I haven't been counting, but I did look at the clock. So we have less than 10 seconds. Maybe time for 2 or 3 more. Let's see. No, time for that one. That was it. Okay, the moving leg again is going to be the one that you're doing for your one-legged deadlift. If you want to do it on one leg, okay? Deadlift, you're trying to keep your weights close to your shin, flat back as you go forward. I'll just show you the two-legged version, which is like this. I can still look forward. Come on up, squeeze your glutes at the top. Down, press into your heels, okay? If you want to do it on one leg, which is what I think I'm gonna mostly do, then you can either have your toes behind you. Well, let's get started anyway while I'm jabbering away. You can have your toes behind you on the floor to give you some balance, or you can have your leg just hanging out. In either case, or in any case, you can have your feet on the floor too. Both feet, just push up through your heels. Okay, it's supposed to be an exercise for your glutes, your lower back, your hamstrings. So, yeah. So push through your heel. If you feel like you're not feeling anything quite yet. Maybe you are. I hope you are. Reach down, come up. Try to keep those weights close to your shin and your back nice and flat. Oh, and your head above your heart. So many things to remember. You're not dipping down. You're keeping your head above your heart. I should have said that about 3 workouts ago. Okay, so 3 of those single leg ones. Remember which leg was doing the work? For me, it's my left one. We're going to go into a 2-legged one, and it looks like this. A curtsy with a curl. Curtsy with a curl. We're just going to both sides. Okay, curtsy with the curl. Try not to use momentum. If you start going fast, then your arms start going woo. Woo. So just try to strength, curling up, curtsying down. Curl up. And just keep on rolling. Oh, let's see. Let's do 10 more seconds starting now. Which will take us to right. Oh, now I have to do one more. Even if. There we go. Okay. Whew, I'm out of breath. Are you? Good. That's what you want. Okay, we're going to go back to those first 3 exercises. So the first one was the one without weights. So just make sure they're out of the way. We're getting into split stance again. One leg forward, one back. Hands behind your head. I'm going to turn so that I don't have to turn away from you every time. So elbows are trying to stay out. Bring your stomach and chest down. Twist toward your front leg and come up. Okay. Twist and come up. Nice. Down. Even when you're coming down to your front leg here, you should still be able to look forward. You don't want your head hanging down to the ground. You're looking forward and then twisting and coming up. Here we go. Well, this time I didn't look at the clock or count the reps. So, I don't know. Let's do a few more. Here we go. Let's do one more after this one, which I think might be more than we did last time on the other side. but I could be wrong. I don't know. We're gonna go into squats. So leg that was in front is the one that's gonna move front, side, back. Okay, down we go. Sit back into your heels. While you're down low, we're touching front, side, back, and then we're coming up and pressing overhead. Come on right onto your toes so that you get a little bit of calf action there too. Out and back. Curl it up, press it up. Curl up, press it up. Holding your core nice and strong here too. I hope. Nice strong core. Nice and low on the legs. We'll do a couple more. Do this one, and this will be our last one. Side, back, curl it up, press it up. Nice. Okay, the next one was a deadlift. So again, if you want, straight-ish legs, little bend in them. Weights are close to your shins. Head stays above the level of your heart. Flat back, up. Squeeze your glutes at the top. Okay. Single leg, you can have your toes back here for balance or all the way up. And let's get started. Up. Pressing up through your heel. I know I said this on Monday and on Wednesday, but usually deadlift, when people are doing this, weightlifters and stuff, they use heavier weights because it's not really so much an upper body exercise as lower body. So you can use heavier weights, which I'm just saying that because maybe you don't feel this as much as you might with heavier weights. I can still feel it though. Hamstrings and glutes, they're working. Let's go 5 more seconds. Maybe that's time for 2 more, I think. 1 and last one. And up. Excellent. All right, we are already into our double exercise, which is the curtsy and curl. Okay, so we're going. Again, trying to use strength when you're doing those curls. Rather than momentum, I should say. Because you're thinking, what else would I use? Yes, rather than momentum. Keep it going. Curl up, get those biceps warmed up. For what, you ask? Well, I don't know. For lifting all your Christmas shopping purchases. Let's go. 8 more seconds. Last few. Oh, look at that. We'll finish on the correct side. Boop, to make it an even number. All right, so this is the cardio portion. I'm already out of breath, as you can hear. So maybe you are too. Then let's keep it going. We're going to go 2 minutes, 3 exercises, 8 of each. We're starting right here. 1. You're going at your own pace. 2, 4, 5. I'm just counting them at the start. So we can do them together maybe, but if you want to go faster, slower, if you want to go get a coffee, that joke's not getting old, is it? Perhaps. That's more than 8 and, okay, sorry. 2, here we go. Remember, stay forward. Don't lean back, stay forward. Okay, here we go. Kick back, see if you can kick yourself in the bum. Push back. Not doing so well on the 8 count. It's an estimation. Switching back to the first one. Here we go. Something about changing these exercises makes the time go fast because there's a minute already. And we're doing 2. Yeah, that was lots. Here we go. Hey, make them as hard or as easy as you like. If you haven't worked out in a while, take it down a notch. take it down a notch. Okay, but if you have, and you're feeling like jumping around, please do. That's what we're here for, our own workout. Okay, I'm going in a circle, just for fun. Go, go, go. Heart rate getting up there? I hope so. Last 5 seconds. And that is that. Nicely done. Woo! Alrighty, we're gonna catch our breath and then we're gonna go to some wall exercises. Sorry, I should have said that at the beginning. You need a wall. You probably have 4 of them in various places around you. Hopefully you have a space on a wall that you can sit against, maybe put your foot against. If you don't, you can do an isometric squat while we do wall sit. That's excellent too. Or you can use the back of a couch or a chair or whatever. Okay, that's me catching my breath. I'm gonna get my weights and we're going to the wall. So we started, we're gonna do, I think 3 different wall sits. The first one is gonna be 90 seconds. So 1.5 minutes. So get yourself ready. Feet are about shoulder width apart. Back is sliding down the wall. Okay, clock is starting. So try not to let your bum drop lower than your knees. You realize why. About a minute in. If you need to take a break at all, you just wiggle up the wall a little bit. Okay? If you need to make it harder, come down lower. Okay, I've got my weights on my thighs because I find it hard to do this one with weights. So if you want to do unilateral arms, bilateral arms, no arms at all, or you could do more bicep curls. You might even want to double up. I don't know. How's the time going here? We are halfway in, 45 seconds in. Oh yeah, and I forgot to say, but I'll say it now. Try to press your lower back into the wall. So lower back and then middle and upper back too. Just hold them nice and strong. Nice strong core. How them legs doing? Getting you ready for ski season. Build those quads. We have 20 more seconds. So keep holding on. Again, if you need to, come up, have a little break. Wiggle up the wall. If not, just stay down low for the last 7 seconds. Holding on. Maybe you're still doing this too. If you are, good for you. Okay, we're gonna come up using our hands. So press off the wall with your hands. Shake it out. Excellent. Okay, switching exercises. We're gonna tuck one weight behind our knee. This one is the one where you're trying to keep the sole of your foot up toward the ceiling. And again, these back of body exercises, this is for hamstrings and glutes and stuff. The back of body ones are hard to see, so you just have to try to make sure your hip bones are pointing toward the floor and they're not twisting as you're lifting, okay? That's what I'm gonna say. We'll go 45 seconds doing 1, 2, 3, and down. 1, 2, 3, down. At your own pace, try to get sole of your foot up toward the ceiling. Okay, check those hip bones. Are they still equal distance from the floor or the wall? Because you're going to want to twist. But no, we must try to keep straight for the last 12 seconds of this one. I feel this more in the standing leg. How about you? I hear no answers. An hour of talking to myself. 45 seconds right there. Nice. Shake it out. Remember which leg you did because we're going into wall sit again. This time you don't need your weights because we're going to try same thing. So feet are about shoulder width apart, sliding down the wall. We're going to go for 1 minute this time, and we're going to try to get our back. Yes, I looked at the clock, so we've started. In case you're wondering, pushing our lower back into the wall, then middle back, upper back. And if you can get the backs of your hands to the wall without arching your back, sacrificing that nice press against the wall, then please do. We're going to go up and down, just a little bit of shoulder mobility. This is where you need a little bit of extra space, maybe. Don't knock a family picture down on your head or anything. I've got a Nerf basketball hoop that hasn't been used in about 15 years. But if I take it off, that means we'll have to repaint the wall because it's going to stick. So that is why it's still there. Here we go. Up, up, up. Again, if you feel your quads come up, if you don't feel them enough, come on down. We're going for, actually, we're not going for any more. That's 60 seconds. So hold on to the wall, push yourself up, and shake it out. Good. Let's go to the other side with those butt buster exercises. I'm going to start at the 5, which is in about 5 seconds. 45 seconds going like this. 1, 2, 3. A little bit higher each count. 2, 3. And down. 1, 2, 3. Okay, nice strong core here too. Always harping about the core. But it does help you to stabilize. Keep you nice and strong. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Was I actually doing the 1, 2, 3, or was I just lifting? I might have been just lifting. We are at 35 seconds. So only 5 seconds to go. Time for one more. Yes. 3, 2, 1. And come on down. Excellent. Okay. Before we do our third wall sit, we're going to do a different exercise. Again, split stance, one leg forward, one back. This is where you might not want your foot on the wall. I don't know. Yeah, if you're working out in the living room or something. But if you're down here, so I'm actually sorry. I'm going to do it this way first so that I can turn toward you. So if you want to make this one easier, keep it in a split stance. Okay. What we're going to do is take our arms out, bend our front leg, take our hand down to our opposite foot, look up at our other hand, and then straighten up, and then straighten our leg. Okay, I think we'll do about 6. Let's see how many we can get in. I'm going to try it with foot on the wall. And here we go. Bend your leg, hand down to opposite foot, and then straighten up, straighten your leg. Okay, bend again. Keeping knees behind toes. And come on up. Bend that leg, hand down to opposite foot, straighten, and up, down. Knee behind toes. If you have a mirror, use it. Okay, I think we have 2 more. So down we go. Twist, look up at your top hand, and slowly straighten your leg. And then, woo, slowly fall over. Last one. Twist hand toward opposite leg. And then come on up. Ooh, what do you think? I find that tough. That's a toughie. But it's good. All right, same thing. Other leg forward. Yeah. I don't know why it's so hard. I only have 2 legs and I just did this one. Okay, here we go. Other leg against the wall. Just choose where you want to be, or your leg just behind you. That's good too, because this, yeah, it's a tough one. Or partway through, change it up. So here we go. Dropping down. I have to turn away from you and look up at my other hand. Straighten up. Straighten leg. Bend your leg. Hand to opposite foot. Arms come to center. Press up. Okay. Bend that leg. Hand to opposite foot. Center your arms. Press up. Down we go. Opposite foot touch. Do you find it's harder to turn to one side than the other? I do. It's always interesting how the body works or doesn't work. Last one. Come on down. Hand to opposite foot. Look up at that top hand. Center your arms again, then slowly come up. Ooh, and shake it out. Okay. Time for our last wall sit. Do you have a bit of a head rush? I do. Luckily, there's a wall right here. Okay, if you need to sit down, please do. That's the first time I've got a head rush from those ones. And I've been doing them all week. So we're going to go 30 seconds for the last wall sit. So shoulder width feet, slide on down. It's only 30 seconds because we're going to try to do this. Oh, actually, sorry. Bring your feet in closer if you want to do this. Okay, if you want to hold one leg up and switch. And then come down. Or simply sit against the wall because that's excellent too. Come on down. But yeah, I find if I'm lifting a leg, it's easier to have my legs in closer for balance, centered, I guess. Let's go just a few more seconds here. And now we have to do one more to make it even. There we go. And again, use your hands. Press yourself up. Whew, how you feeling? Good, I hope. All right. Oh, we didn't even do heel lifts with our wall sit. That's all right. Can't do it all. We're going to go back to our 2 minutes of AMRAPs. So as many rounds as possible. 2 minutes. I'm going to start at the 9 again. And we're going to start with toe touches. Here we go. 1, 2, at your own pace though. And kickbacks. Make it as jumpy or as not jumpy as you like. Depends how you're feeling today. If you're feeling like a can-can girl, well, get those legs going. And then kick back and get low if you want. Lower. Lower, you might have to go slower. So choose your speed. Choose what you're doing. Here we go. And back. Oops. I skipped on that last one. And here we go. Already a minute in. 1 more minute. And kick it back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pull down. Front leg. Remember to keep forward. Don't lean back for this one or change it to knees if you need to. Okay? Just trying to get your heart rate up in some fashion. 1. 20 more seconds. Go, go, go. And push back. Kick back, push back. Woo, last 5 seconds. Go, go, go. 5, 6, 7, 8. And take it down. Nicely done. Another 2 minutes. So grab a drink if you like. I don't think I did last time. I was talking too much. What a surprise. So I'll get one now. And then we're going to move into split stance again, but more upper body. Coming up very soon. Okay. Are you ready? We are going to do rows. So I think you can use double. I don't know. You decide. I'm going to use double weights. Sometimes they're awkward to hold, but I think we can figure it out. So double weights, one hand, opposite leg is forward. If you want to make it a little harder on your core so that your core has to stabilize while you're here, then keep your hand behind your back. If you want to make it a little bit easier, you can lean on your leg. They're both excellent options. One is not more excellent than the other. So one leg forward, weights in your opposite hand. Here we go. Let's do What did we do? We did 12, so here we go. 1, up to your ribs. 2, 3, 4, 5. Head is still up. 7, 8, 9, 10. So your head is not hanging down. That's what I meant. Okay, head is up so you can still look forward. Switch your weights to the other hand if it's possible. Here we go. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go up to standing. Weights are coming up to one shoulder, and we're just going to go up and over. You can do it with a squat too if you want. I don't think I did this Wednesday. If you want to add the squat, please do. Just make sure your knees are staying behind your toes. Nice. Just down to shoulders, down to shoulder. I think that's getting to be quite a few. Let's do this one and this one. And let's call it done. We're going back to rows. Okay, ready? So hand behind your back to make it harder. Lean forward, pull up toward your rib cage. 3 of 12, 4, 7, 8, last 4, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Switching hands. Awkwardly switching hands. Come on, lefty. You can do it. All right, you ready? That's me talking my left hand. 2, 3, 4, 5, up to rib cage. 6, 7, 8, 9, last 3, 10, 11, 12. Okay, you know what's next. Here we go. Shoulder to shoulder for 1 and 2. You don't have to do these squats. You can do it like this. I think that's what we did the other days. Just don't conk yourself in the head. It's always my concern. Okay, keep a nice strong core. Because your weights are in front of you, you might want to lean back. Try to stay forward. All right, Anne, stop talking. Okay, I'm stopping. Here we are. Last set of these rows. Third one, leaning forward, hand behind back or on your knee, whatever you like. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 6. Bend that knee more or less. Last 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Whew. Getting sweaty. That's good. As I always say, that's what you want. Okay, bend this leg more or less. And here we go for 12. 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, last one. We're not going to do shoulder to shoulder. We're going to do single arm presses. So both weights, one hand, and try for 12. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Take a weight off if you need to. 5, 6, 7, 8. Last 3, 3, 2, 1. Whew, good. All right. Always happy to have that done. Here we go. Other hand. Okay, a little bend in the knees. Weights are at your shoulder. Up they go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last 4, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Nice. Excellent. Okay, we're going to put our weights down. Don't need them for the next one. I just have to go mop my brow. Just a sec. We'll be right back at you. Okay. Here I am. Here we go. So next one, you just, no weights. Hands are together, like so. I think they're out of the frame, but that's okay. As I say, you know they're there. So press the palms of your hands together, lean over to one side, lean and press that top hand down, and then come on back to the center, over to the other side. Lift with your, leading with your heel. Okay, so over to one side, and then lift, leading with your heel so that your toes are pointing in. Oops, back to the center, over, lift, bring your hands toward your foot. I suspect they're not going to touch, but I guess you never know. Mine aren't going to. Lean it over, and then squeeze hands together and lift and lean toward that foot. Press and lean toward your foot. Let's do one more. Over and squeeze that way. Okay, shake out the arms, kick out the leg if you like. And let's do the other side. So hands together again, pressing up. Let's lean to one side, press that top hand down, and then lift, leading with the heel. Oops. Squeeze your hands toward your foot, over, oops, toward your leg. Are you balancedly challenged on one side more than the other? Maybe not. Maybe you are perfectly calibrated, in perfect equilibrium. Maybe. There we go. And now, of course, I've lost count because I was blabbing. So let's just do, whoops, this last one. Press down, and then hands toward foot. And then bring it down. Okay, good. I'm just going to get my, whatever this long flat thing is called. Yes, my mat. There we go. Mat. So, putting it down. You don't really need weights. You might need weights for one, but you don't really have to have them. So, you can get them out of the way. Actually, you could. I was going to say you don't need them for the first one, which is side plank, but you could if you want to be bringing your hand down. You can use weights. I'm going to opt out of that one. So come on down. We're going to do side plank. Several modifications here. You can do knee on the ground. Okay. That's probably the easiest version, but still a challenge. Knee off the ground. Okay. Knee off the ground and up on your hand. Or lift your leg. Whatever you like. I'm going to do it on forearm, which I find is a little easier for balance, but still challenging. So we're going to go 45 seconds. Get yourself set up with your elbow right underneath your shoulder. And here we go. Whoop. Already falling. Okay, so reach that hand up. If you have a weight in your hand, you can do a fly, chest fly. Well, you can do it without a weight in your hand too, as I am demonstrating. Just go up. You can look at your hand too, and then look at it as it goes under. Get a little twist in. And then we have, that's 30 seconds right there. If you want to, for the last 10 or 15 seconds, lift your top leg. You can do that. That's challenging, but we'll try it. Keep it going for a few more seconds, and then come on down. Excellent. You know what comes next. Did one side, so we have to do the other. So same thing, make sure either your hand or your elbow is right underneath your shoulder, not out here, not in here, just underneath. And here we go. Up, up, up. Remember, you can have one knee on the ground. Okay, give yourself a little extra support. Right, and the other time we did this either with a weight or without. So let's do it this time too. Just pressing underneath, in between your body and the mat. And we are coming up to 30 seconds. Right about there. So if you want to try lifting your leg for the last 10 or so seconds, give it a try. Give it a try. Keep holding on. And then come on down. Very good. Okay, we're going to go right into front plank, from side to front. So, variations on the front plank too. If you want to make it easier, just start hands under shoulders, knees under hips, and then walk your knees back a little bit, okay? Modified plank, okay? Or you can come up on your hands, down on your forearms, or you can do some combination thereof. We're gonna go for 1 minute. I'm gonna start in 5 seconds. Choose your level. I'm gonna go on hands today. Here we go. Did I say we're going for 60 seconds? We are. If you want to get your hips up a little bit to take some pressure off your lower back, please do. Okay, you can add a leg lift if you like. But similar to those exercises we were doing with the weight behind our knee, you're trying to keep your hips squared to the floor if you're lifting a leg. It's easy when both legs are on the floor, but when you lift a leg, your body's going to want to turn. So hips squared to the floor. We are more than halfway through. If you want to do this one, push yourself forward on your toes and then back. Forward on toes, back. Hang in there, last 10 seconds coming up. If I started the clock at the 6, which I think I did, I'm pretty sure, but it feels long. That's why I'm wondering, okay, come on down. Let's take it into child's pose, so wide knees if you like. Sit back onto your heels, reach your hands forward. Hands go forward. I'm just coming up so that I can talk more easily. But your hands are still forward. Walk your fingertips to one side. Hip over to the opposite heel so you get a full stretch along one side. And then walk your fingertips back to the center and over to the other side. Hips go to the opposite heel. And then back to the center. And then come on up. Let's come on up to sitting. We're going to do a reverse. Actually, we're going to do 2 versions of reverse crunch. The first one is lying on your back. Okay, feet are up toward the ceiling. Soles of your feet are up toward the ceiling. And you're just going to lift straight up toward the ceiling. It's not a big movement necessarily. Just trying to get your hips off the floor a little bit. Okay. So keep it going. Up, up, up. How many more should we do? Let's do 3 more. There's 1 and 2 and 3. Nice. Okay, bring your feet down. Let's take it into a big stretch here. If you have enough room, reach up through your fingertips, kick out through your heels. Big old stretch. And then we're going to take it to a different reverse crunch. This is the one where I said you might want to wait. Want a weight, not want to wait. So you can have a weight behind your head. Might work as a little bit of ballast. Let's take our feet off the floor so we have 90-degree knees. Okay, and then we're just going to pull our knees in toward our head. So pull in, pull in. That's 6. Let's do 12. 8. Pull in. You're lifting your hips on this one too. Try to pull in equally. Remember to breathe. Maybe exhale on the exertion, which is when you're pulling your legs in. Squeezes the air out of you anyway. Okay, that's probably more than 12, isn't it? That's all right. There we go. Okay, feet down. The next one was going to be this one. I was trying to do exercises that didn't bother our necks, so which is great when your head's on the ground. This one, your head is not so much on the ground, but give it a try. We're pushing up toward the ceiling. Up toward the ceiling, or reaching up. Think about exhaling here. Inhale down, reach up, reach up. Okay, I can feel my neck, and I'm thinking you probably can too. So let's leave that one. And you can either roll to one side and come up, or you can roll straight up. It's always easier to go onto your side and come up. Easier on your back. Okay, this I believe is our last, yes, our last exercise. So we're gonna be seated for this one, crossing our feet at the ankles, knees try to stay out wide. We're gonna lean back on our hands or not, and do 6 lifts like this, okay, ready? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cross the other way, here we go. Or you can take a break in between, that's what we did the other days. Sit up straight, okay, here we go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more on each side. One more set of 6, that is. Okay, 5, 4, 3. You can have hands on the ground if you like, or hands off makes it a little bit harder. So choose your level. Knees are out wide. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Woohoo! Well done. That brings us to the end of the workout part, but don't turn the video off because we're going to do some stretching. So that's your reward for doing all that work. So let's start with, while we're sitting here, let's do a little twist. Do a little twist since we're sitting anyway, and then we'll move into some other things. Let's go hand onto opposite knee. I'm going to show you from sideways so that you can see that your other hand comes really close behind you and pushes you straight up. And then you're turning, did this the wrong way though, so that I can turn toward you. I'm going to switch. Okay, so you're turning toward the hand that's on your knee. So little twist, nice and straight and tall. You see how far you can get your owl head to look. Oh, not 360 degrees. Let's go the other way. So, other hand on other knee. One hand behind you, pushing you straight up, and then turn slowly toward the hand that's on your knee. Okay, little twist. Look behind you as far as you can. And then come back around to the center. Nice. Let us, we never do this one, but since we're sitting down, I'm going to just face this way because, again, not a real flattering kind of shot straight onto the camera. So let's go heels together. Get your sit bones on the floor, and then you can bring your feet out farther, bring them in closer, whatever you like. And if you can hinge from the hips, look at all that movement. Huh? Bring your feet out farther, you might be able to go down more. Please don't just bend your head down towards your feet. It's not grade 8 gym class. So we are going hinging. I can't see any movement at all, but that's okay. Maybe you feel it in here. Adductors. Okay, if you feel it too much in your lower back, bring your feet out farther. Please don't force it. You don't want to point yourself. You can push your knees down and just hinge a little bit forward. And then maybe one more inhale. And then as you exhale, see if you can get a little farther down. Okay, and let's come on up. And then we'll go into lying on our back for hamstrings and such. And I keep, all week I've been meaning to get a band because I think next week, sorry, I'll just get you set up here. Toes toward you, legs straight. Doesn't have to be straight up and down, but try to keep your legs straight. And then you're pulling it toward you using a band or your hands. I think we're going to use bands next week for our workout. So I do have extras. I can leave them outside if you want to come and get one. They're the ones that are covered with cloth and have handles. If you have something like that at home, excellent. Let's take our leg out to the side. Toes are still pointing toward you. You're trying to pull your leg toward you and down to the side. But keep the rest of you flat on the floor. Okay, and then up to the center. And let's pull our leg across. Switch hands with the band. So yeah, bands for class. It's not going to be the whole class, but there will be some band exercises. So if you have one, good. If you don't, please just send me a note and I'll see what we can do. And then pull your leg back to the center. Take the band off if you were using it. Let's cross that ankle on knee and pull our lower leg in, either holding on here behind your knee or on your shin, whatever gives you a better stretch in your glutes and kind of up the side of your leg. You can also play with the angle of your bottom leg here, lower bottom leg. Let's just unwrap that, and then we're going to switch. So band again, if you have one, it can go around the sole of your foot. You can use it to pull your leg toward you. Try to angle your heel so it's toward the outside of your body, so your whole leg is turning in the hip socket. Okay, toes toward you. Pull your leg toward you. Okay, and then just support your leg. Keep it pulled toward you if you can, and then let it fall out to one side. And then bring it back up to the center. Switch hands, and then pull your leg across. Pull it across, but you're trying to keep the rest of you flat on the floor, so you're not rolling over like this. Just pulling your leg across. Feel the stretch in the outside of your hip. And then to increase that stretch, take the band off, cross ankle on knee, the outside of your hips, your glutes on the top leg. If you want, you can lean so that the sole of this foot is coming toward the floor. Maybe you feel the stretch in a different place then. Whatever you need to do to get a nice big stretch. And I'll just say it one more time. That's a nice stretch you can do sitting in a chair, right? You're just sitting down. As I said, not if you're wearing a tight skirt. Otherwise, you can do it in a chair. Okay, what should we do next? We always do this standing, but let's try it sitting down. Today we're going to pull one leg back. That's the set of quads we're stretching. Lean on your opposite forearm, okay? Opposite to the leg you're stretching. And then the arm that's free is going to come up overhead, pointing toward the floor behind you. If you don't like this one, I know lots of people prefer to stand up and do it. So this is the one where you're standing up and holding your shoelaces in one hand, kicking your shoelaces into your hand. Okay, otherwise we're just going to hold it here. Try to lift up this hip a little bit to really increase the stretch. We did lots of quads with those wall sits and other various things. So stretch them out. And then just bring your arm in. Bring that foot forward. Okay, we'll bring the other leg back. And then come onto your opposite forearm. Okay, lean onto it. Take your free arm up overhead. It's trying to point behind you. Maybe you're getting a straight line from this stretching leg knee to your fingertips behind your head. Just reach it back. And lift this hip a little bit too. Maybe increase the stretch. And then bring your arm in. Come on down, whether you're sitting or standing. Oh, let's all stand. What the heck? We'll be coming up here anyway. So let's take hands together. Oh, I forgot to do Alexander shoulder stretch. Sorry about that. We'll do a modified version. Everybody likes that one. So can't believe I skipped it. Anyway, here we go. Stretching in between shoulder blades. Press away. Either palms away, palms toward you. Whatever gives you a better feeling in between your shoulder blades. Okay, let's do our modified Alexander shoulder stretch. Oh, what a rip off. Here we go. We're going to go back. Slow-mo backstroke. Okay, slow-mo. That reminds me of my sister Maureen, who might be watching. Hello. Let's reach back. Open it up. So you're actually opening up to the side a little bit too. Okay, one more time. What the heck? One more time. Reach back, look back at that hand, and then just continue the circle. Here we go. Reach back. Okay, open up to the side. Look back at your hand. Let's do another one. Open up. Okay, just a couple more. This one. And then last one. Okay. Good. And let's do our very last one. Since we did so much split stance kind of exercise, we're going to do one stretch here. So 1 foot forward, one back. You don't have to be standing on a tightrope. So Widen your stance, okay, if you want to. Drop that knee down. Same side arm as your back leg comes up, 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 and then over. Drop it over across your body. Sorry, I was going to say drop your other hand down too. That may help you get a stretch. And then bring your arm up. Let's swivel it around. So our other leg is forward. Okay, drop into a split stance. Okay, push this hip forward so you really feel those hip flexors, and then take the same side arm as the back leg. Straight up, and then over. Okay, and then straight up, come on up. We will end with a few nice deep breaths. And then I'm going to give you your good deed homework for the day. If you want to hang around for that, it'll take an extra 20 seconds. So, nice big inhale. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll show you in a second. Big inhale up. Exhale down. One more time, because I was talking in the first one. Inhale, reach up, 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 up. Exhale down. Shake it out. Okay, thank you so much. But if you have time, I'm going to show you one more thing. We are December 11th today. What is our Advent homework? I don't know, because I put these in randomly. Didn't look. Let us see. Bake and deliver a treat to a friend or a neighbor. So there's your homework for the weekend, if you choose to accept it. If not, just do something nice. And as I say, you always do anyway. So thanks for coming. Happy December 11th. And we'll see you on Monday for a band workout. That's all. Thanks for coming. Bye.